3 parts because there's a lot of damn cards. You don't want these kind of cards here. You just do not want to mess them up. They're very condition sensitive. I want everybody to see the players. Maybe maybe you guys will want something. Dave Roseman, Steve Lubritic. There's a classic White Sox, Carlton Fisk, Richard Dotson, Steve Boros, classic A's manager. There's a Dawson All-Star, Mike Lacoste, Len Wittenhouse, and the former deceased Dan Quisenberry. Chuck Rainey, Harold Baines, Alan Wiggins, Lee Maselli, Gary Allenson, and here's a nice Ron Gudry for the collection. Lou Whitaker. Dick Hauser, Gary Carter, Marty Bystrom, Bern Rule. American League active career victory leaders Sutton, Palmer, and Tommy John. Here's a classic Mariners manager, Del Crandall. Bruce Barani, Steve Renko, KC Royals. Bill Sample, Dennis Slamp, Dan Schatzer, Dwayne Kuiper, Gary Redis, Joaquin Andor, Paul Molitor. Here's another classic Brewers that I used to watch. I used to like. Jamie Nelson, Tommy John, Joe Lefber, Dick Williams, Padres manager, George Hendrick, Mike Armstrong, Floyd Bannister, Juan Agosto. Cecil Cooper, Leon Durham, Steve Sachs, Craig Swan, Bobby Mitchell, Buck Martinez, Lee Lacy. Marty Barrett, Jeffrey Mumphrey, Rusty Kuntz. 83 strikeout leaders, Steve Carlton and Jack Morris, Bill Campbell, Bruce Kaizen, Tim Flannery, Luis De Leon, Scott Sanderson, Roy Smalley, Ken Landreau, Dick Tidrow, Carlton Fisk, Dan Ayerg, Ron Hodges. Jeffrey Zahn, Rod Carew, Greg Lasinski, Frank Howard, another Ricky Henderson, Billy Gardner, Mel Hall, Bill Verdon, Ron Scurry, Mike Marshall, Brian Giles, Mike Squire, Reed Nichols, Fernando Valenzuela, classic Mike Schmid, and Gary Ward. Paul Owens, Brett Butler, Richard Dotson, Tom Condotti, Terry Harper, Ozzie Smith, and here's an old Sparkster. Kellen Moreland and Fergie Jenkins again. Jim Essen, Ron Reed, Bill Gullickson, Rudy Law, Cesar Cedeno, Dan Morigello, Pat Zachary. Staub, Perez, and Oliver. Kiko Garcia. There's a nice one. Mike Schmidt, Jim Rice, 83 home run leaders. Craig Barger, Daryl Thomas, Mike Brown, Ron Wonick, and Lamar Hoyt again. Dan Stapleton, Steve Yeager, Oscar Gamble, Warren Cromartie, there's old Don Sutton, Bill Caldwell, Steve Bedrelson. Aurelio Rodriguez, Boggs and Ojeda, Dan Dreisen, Warren Brustar, Lamar Hoyt again, Mark Thurman, George Brett, Rod Carew, Cecil Cooper, and Mike Isler. Dave Hostetler, Dale Murray for the Yanks, Rusty Staub, Dave Collins, Gary Templeton, Tim Conroy for the Athletics, and Doug DeCinces, however the hell you say that. Joe Albatelli, Fergie Jenkins, Tim Raines, Jesse Orozco, Charlie Moore, Eddie Murray, Paul Householder, Leon Roberts, Ron Oster, Chuck Porter, Checklist, and Bud Anderson. Lonnie Smith, Jeff Reardon, and Steve McCaddy. And that'll do it for that stack. Okay, last stash here. I got